Hi everybody. Well, today is Monday, June 8th, 2009, and for those of you that have been following me for the past, I think this is marking the fourth week, I believe, I am documenting my journey with weight loss. I started out at, let's see here, 246 pounds. I can't believe that. That's crazy. And today I weighed myself this morning. So, drum roll. Last week I was 240, so that's minus 2 pounds. And my goal is to lose 2 pounds, no more than 2 pounds a week. So we're right on track this week. My energy level is a little low today. We had a very long night with our almost 1-year-old son. I cannot believe that my son is going to be 1 this Saturday. It's been a very, very fast year. So my energy level is extremely low today. I'm so tired right now. We had a very bad thunderstorm last night here in KC, and I think he was a little freaked out by it. Every time we went in there to go get him and cuddle and rock him, he was right back to sleep, and we even brought him into our bed, and he was just perfectly fine, sleeping with his little booty in the air, and then we'd take him back into his crib, and he'd be flipping out again. So I'm just praying and hoping that it was just a storm last night and it's not something else. He's got some congestion things going on. I think he's in the midst of cutting more teeth. So the Sanchez household is a fun place to be at 2 a.m. Yeah, so this week was pretty cool. Not really too different or anything, too much to report. I did have a pretty interesting revelation. Actually, okay, I'll retract that last statement. Not about the revelation, but about it being non-eventful. I guess there's tons of stuff going on in the world this week, and it's a lot of stuff that I take very dear to heart and I'm very passionate about. And for those of you who keep updated on the news and what's going on in our world, the doctor in Kansas by the name of George Tiller was murdered this week. And I don't know, everything that I was reading about it and just some people's reaction. For those of you who don't know, I take a stance for life, and that's from the womb to the grave. I am not somebody that's in support of the action against Mr. Tiller at all whatsoever. This man was a human being, and he had a family. He had a wife and kids, and he had people who loved him. And being a woman of faith, I am a strong believer that vengeance is for the Lord. And there's a lot of people out there that are representing themselves in a way that they're marking themselves as Christians, but yet they are spewing hatred and saying that Mr. Tiller's murder was sent from the Lord. Now, none of us can actually say that because we have no right to make judgment like that. So that was an emotional thing that happened this week. I remember when I read the headline, I was really shocked. I got that feeling in my stomach that you get when you're going down a really steep roller coaster ride. It was just like this pit in my stomach just fell, and I was kind of speechless for a couple seconds. And for those of you that know me, that's kind of interesting. So that happened this week, and just things that are going on with the Supreme Court, and I don't know. So in those terms, yeah, there was a lot going on, and because I'm passionate about this country and passionate about the way things are being handled and things that happened this week with our president going to the Middle East, and I also take a firm stance with Israel, and I will bless her until my last breath. I don't know. I won't continue to go on any longer, but needless to say, it was really exhausting to even meditate on those things. And I couldn't escape it because when I would go to the gym, it's like plasma screen TV was on the news all the time, so couldn't really direct my focus anywhere else but in front of me. So I did realize that when I get stressed out like that and I have a lot on my mind, that first thing I want to do is eat something sweet, especially chocolate. Or at like 10 o'clock at night, like before bed, like when Efren and I were just hanging out or, reading or, watching a movie. Here I go. Oh, I want something very sweet, and Efren would be kind enough to get me some strawberries or something, or my water bottle, because it only takes 10 minutes for a food craving to pass, in case you didn't know that. So I realized that about myself. And it's something that I'm working on and, praying that God will control for me so that I don't have to be in this battle or struggle anymore when stuff like that happens. So that was basically my week. Yeah, I'm getting excited because Josiah's turning 1, and it's just proof that life goes way too fast, man. Like, I feel like just yesterday I found out I was pregnant with him, and now all of a sudden he's a year old, and it's just bringing this urgency inside of me to continue to go after the thing that God has placed inside of my heart, and before I know it, I'm going to be 6 years old, and hopefully living with no regrets, thinking upon the things that I could have and should have done, and um, man, when my life is over, I don't want to stand before the Lord by myself, because each one of us are going to stand before Him by ourselves. It's just going to be us and Him, and we're not going to be able to take anybody with us to, give a good account of what a nice person we were or anything like that. It's just going to be us, and I believe He's going to ask us, what we did with our life. Were we obedient? Did we love Him? Did we even know Him? So I guess you could say a lot happened this week with me just in my head and emotionally and meditating, and God's bringing a lot of breakthrough in my heart. So um, along with the -2 pounds this week, the week was pretty cool. We've had some great weather here in Kansas City. Yesterday was extremely muggy, um, but that's better than 48 degrees and kind of crummy in Milwaukee. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Um, I love my life. I love my husband. I love my son, my family, and my friends. And I just hope that you can say the same thing too. And if you're somebody that can't, if you're somebody that has something in your way that's bringing you down, I pray for peace for you, and I pray that the light of the Lord would shine upon you, and that He would break through in your life in a very powerful way. So that's where I am, y'all. Like, I'm doing really good. I'm very happy with myself this week, and I'm happy that God pulled me through, man. There was times when I was on the treadmill, and I was like, man, I can't make these not last 2 minutes, and immediately the Lord was like, let me be God. Let me bring you through this. Because I would get to the point where I would say, you know what, it's only 2 minutes. I'm just going to cool down, and I'm just going to walk. And immediately God was like, let me be God to you. Let me bring you through these next 2 minutes. And when I handed it over to Him, man, He brought me through for 3 or 4 minutes. Like, He went over and above. So it's a pretty cool week, y'all. Be blessed, be loved, be pure, and be filled with peace, man. I look forward to seeing how you're doing, and I hope you are inspired. So, be blessed.